Oh no, a wolf. This isn't relaxing at all. Ataraxia by Nocturne. Man, I don't know about this. Whoa! Whoa. We're here to take it easy. Inside intestines or something. I'm not actually sure. Let's just delve on deeper. Oh man, is that me? Can I make a totem thing? I'm gonna click on a thing. Okay, wait a second. Wait a second. I'm a big wormy thing. Okay. I think I'm just gonna go and eat the thing. There we go. Gonna eat that thing. There we go. I can make myself round. Okay, so I am a musical tapeworm. Got it. Musical tapeworm. Okay. Gotta make more music though. In other words, the church is not going to finance my music, and I will not be found in the history book as, a musical tapeworm. That's just getting bigger and bigger, as more and more people can hear my perfectly fine, if somewhat minimalistic music. I totally dodged that on purpose, by the way, because, it's not the notes you play, it's the notes that you play, but at a different specific interval, because otherwise it's just sound, it's not music, right? So there we go. I'm going to play more music, and then, the audience is going to be like, wow, musical tapeworm Wan, you're pretty good. And then, I'm going to get a contract with like a big promoter, and I'm going to go on tour through entire states of Green Bay, sure, but whatever, like you gotta start small to get pretty big. I am a visual allegory of that one platitude. So, oh man, that's... looks like I've found myself a rival antipode or antibody or something. It looks kind of spiky. Now, I don't want to play favorites, but I don't think he's really interested in participating in my music-making activity. Oh man, that piece of music is a bit too, expert difficulty for me. I'm still, in the end, as an artist, I always have to learn. I'm always learning, and I'm not afraid to be always learning. I'm constantly, always, never, not stopping to learn. So I'm just going to smash these bits into pieces I can actually recognize in order to further be able to integrate them into my music-making abilities. And so I will further enhance my ability to have further advanced abilities. I don't think that was a good thing to do. I don't know, like I had an idea, maybe, I could convince my rival there into maybe, listening to part of my music, maybe I'd win him over, but no, that was a mistake. There's no real friends in the business of music. You always gotta think about it. It's a terrible thing to think about. It's a terrible thing to keep in mind. But there is no friend in the world of, arts. Like, you make friends, yes, but in the end, all your friends, in a certain sense, are your enemy, in another sense. And I mean, all I want to do here is to keep making music, and keep taking this music, deconstructing it, and use these deconstruction to make more music. That's all I really want to do. I'm just a little tapeworm. What I want to do in the end is pretty simple. I don't actually have a fully developed brain or anything. The way I can think isn't actually so much thinking as, following chemical impulsions, and really it's really more like chemical reactions than anything. Of course, if you ask yourself, and I know even a fully developed brain is nothing more than chemical reactions, but like with an invertebrate like me, it's even more pronounced. I'm really all about chemicals. Like I want to further, it's not that I want to further stereotypes that, creative people, musical people necessarily need to use like drugs and whatnot to operate it. They're all like drug addicts and, unsound for children and all that. No, it's not really what I want to say, but I'm just saying that, sometimes, things can get a bit rough, and, you can use a little help, just a little. It doesn't really mean anything, kids don't always, you gotta think about it through, you can't always rely on external things like that. Music, in the end, creation, anything, math. If you want to be a chief librarian, you know, it has to come from within you. Sometimes you might think, you know, you're kind of in a rut, and you think, you know, taking some things is going to help you around, but no, it's an illusion. It's all within you. Some people will say, well, you know, maybe it'll help me bring it out for me, and to that I say, no, it's still from within you, and don't think otherwise. It's difficult, you know, to be a creative, to be like a musical tapeworm like I am. But you kind of have to keep that in mind. You know, it's difficult, but in the end, when you see people who are, you know, interacting with your creation, whether listening your song or watching your painting or, you know, watching your movie, anything, when you see people really engrossed in your creation, that's when you realize that, you know, the fact that your wrist hurt, that your back is sore, that you have the most baffling of gigantic headaches, you realize it was actually totally worth it. And basically, you know, you keep that in mind, and that's how you're gonna find the strength to grow one extra, you know, vertebrae to your inchworm body, and gonna use that energy and create some more. You know, the cycle is gonna come again. Your back is gonna ache. Your head is gonna split. But then more people, you know, are gonna absorb your song, gonna absorb your drawing, your painting, your movie, and it's gonna feel great. And ultimately, you know, that's all really that matters. You could say, in a sense, it's like another sort, you know, of drug, but, you know, that's all that matters in the end. Pretty much all that matters. As long as you keep that in mind, you know, somewhere in the corner of your mind, no matter what happens, you know, yes, you're not gonna have a lot of time for friends. You're not gonna have a lot of time to survive. You're probably gonna need an external source of revenue. You just gotta remember that actually it doesn't matter all that much. Just gotta remember what matters. And ultimately, it's gonna be worth it. If you do it right, it's gonna be worth it. I'm gonna admit, you might need a bit of luck to be able, you know, to really succeed on a grandiose level. But deep down, nonetheless, as small as your audience may be, as small as the audience may become, it's always worth it.